Okay. Let's wake up, warm up, and get this thing going, boys. Big day today. The final day before the season begins. Crazy. But alrighty. Had a pretty good back day yesterday. We'll do some arms and shoulders today. What we did not do is we did not do a nighttime gaming stream. Had to get a little extra rest. Hopefully that helps us get it going this week. I could tell though. I could tell it was going to be one of those situations where you're not going to be able to shake the building fatigue unless you kind of actually get some rest. So we'll see. We'll see. But big day today. Big day today, and more cool stuff on the way. We don't necessarily have a lot of WoW stuff that we have to do today, but let's grind it out a little bit more, probably. Let's grind it out. Farm some more honor, you know? Do our thing. We'll come in here and we'll do some shoulder press and stuff. Good morning. What's up? What's up? Some arms and shoulders today. Oh. Oh yeah. Why you deleted BTBR macro? I don't think I deleted it, and you never needed it. That's like a lazy kind of like convenient macro, but it's not as precise. I might use that for some things, but I don't think I would usually use it. I think I mentioned that in the video, right? It's kind of like a fun and cool thing that you can have, like just so you know how to like make use of it if you wanted to. But I think better to just have two different binds for it, so you can press what you want when you want to. Know what I mean? Nice, Lance, nice. I can play with this macro or delete it better. You don't have to delete it. You can play with it if you want to. 4-hour maintenance on reset. So 4-hour maintenance tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, I'm giving it to you, and you can use it how you want. Yep. That's kind of where I'm at with the macro thing. They try some with it, try some without it, and see what you think. It's kind of giving you the stuff, then you can do with it what you want. Also kind of helps you learn how to write a cast sequence macro. Then you can do other stuff with the cast sequence macros if you like it, right? But it's really up to you. You might want me to tell you what to do, but it doesn't really work like that. I might use it in like PvE or something sometimes, but I'm not sure. I'm kind of testing it out too. I had a dream that I was getting like, you know, it's like I was like one day away. I was like gonna go do a bodybuilding show like tomorrow. Interesting. You don't need to delete the macro. No, you just put on your bar or not. Why delete it, he says. What the fuck? Yeah, maybe you get might be better off like typing to him, guys. Try to help him out. Might be better. You definitely don't need it, but it's also not completely worthless, right? Like, it's up to you. Kind of neat. Somewhere in between. Yeah. All right. All right. Let's warm up a little bit. All right. Okay. Thanks, Lance. Chest day, it'll be like a shoulder arms day. But this kind of high incline is one of my favorite exercises for shoulders. And here's the crazy thing, sometimes I do use it. But I think that a cast sequence macro is kind of fun to use. It's kind of like a lazy thing to do, which can make like farming nice and convenient, but like it's less precise, so you might want to not do that. I'm not gonna tell you anything that he needs to say. I'm just saying it out loud. You don't need to translate. I'm just saying that thanks for helping. You're good. Yeah, essentially I had a dream about competing. Those dreams are always like, oh, that's cool, but I mean, I'm not ready to compete. I haven't done all the stuff to get ready. You should understand now, Raider? Good, good. Thanks, man. Big flex in the 3 months. Welcome back, dude. Welcome back. Yeah, kind of a fun little thing to help you guys, like, learn, but not mandatory for certain, right? All right. Oh, boy, welcome back, welcome back. Ugh. more Fury stuff on the way. And arm stuff too. I got you, man. No problem. Maybe a little prot. Kind of having fun using prot as a farming spec and stuff, so we'll see. We'll see how prot fits into all of it, but we'll see. Today, though, we gotta get warmed up with some arms and shoulders. Right now, Fury's probably a little better for PvP, but we'll see how things look when Arena comes out, right? Because as I've mentioned, arms is really good into Fury, and if Fury's popular, then arms will be good too, right? It'll be interesting how that works, right? But if you're just gonna pick one spec, I think Fury's a little better, and Fury's also really, really fun. But things, you know, change over time, so, you know, balance changes come in and it changes everything, so we'll see. Feral or Assassination, which has easiest prediction, easy to learn in endgame. So, I've heard Feral has some complexity. I'm sure you can figure it out no matter what, though. That being said, I bet Assassination Rogue would be easier. I bet. And I've played a little bit of Assassination myself. Yeah, Fury is super fun. I like arms too. Yeah, Fury's like always got a special place in my heart, you know what I mean? Does. What are people saving honor for when the season starts? What are they gonna use it for? Probably the sockets that you can buy. Yeah, probably the sockets. Barrel's interesting, yeah. A little something to it. I don't think Assassination Rogue is especially complicated. It's a definitely different playstyle than what I usually do. It's like the in-your-face brawler melee. I think Arena, when that comes out, the real power of rogues and things is going to be shown, where like right now, brawler builds like Warrior, Ret, DK, kind of really shining like a BG, right? But pretty soon, some of the Arena specs are going to get their chance to shine. Not that Warrior, DK, Ret will be bad in Arena, it's just, you know, the balance of power shifts a little bit in those like smaller like, skirmish things. And like arms is gonna have a chance to shine a little bit more, I think, too. And oh man. Yeah, some people might use it for their honor gear. I'm not sure, but that video like in the beginning kind of shows you like where the sockets are and what stuff, you know, you can buy. You know what the word set's gonna be? Yeah, you can actually look at it right now. I think it's if you go to like the dungeon journal and you go into sets, you can look at the sets and then what the bonuses do. The Fury Warrior one's pretty cool. Things that buff like your like main 3 rotational abilities, right? So like Bloodthirst buffs Rampage and Raging Blow buffs Bloodthirst. Kinda cool. Kinda cool. So it should kind of flow pretty nice. And it gives you a reason to press Bloodthirst more, which... The Raging Blow is a bigger damage ability and it buffs Rampage, but now Bloodthirst buffs Rampage and then you're going to be kind of incentivized to get all the other little things that Bloodthirst does for you too. So I think it's cool. And the good news is it works really well with the build that I put together, so that's cool. It'll be good with Reckless Abandon, right? And it might even be really good with that cast sequence back that we've been talking about, right? Where Bloodthirst comes first. So, pretty cool. Yeah, that macro is kind of chill, huh? Kind of nice. I think that it's not as precise and good as just having two different binds, so you experiment with both. But if you're just chilling and gaming and maybe doing some PvE, then it's fine, you know, it's fine. Yeah, I thought it would be something cool to show you guys, especially if you're like learning a warrior for the first time. Just kind of nice little cozy cast sequence macro to have available to you. And then later on, if you want to do something different, you absolutely can. It's just kind of nice. I thought it was cool. So I shared it with you. Well, I like doing that kind of stuff. But hey, this is neat. Check this out, you know? Just that kind of thing. I might drag those over and do some of these with this. See how this feels? Maybe go lighter, but that might look weird with the safety bars. Hope you alright? But do hammer curl style, maybe it's alright. Yep, that'd be my add-ons video. Did you just see it there on the screen? Did you see that getting imported? We might have updated it. That's where it is right now. But we'll get a War Within one up for you. Maybe even today. Try to do an add-ons overview real quick. But there you go. That'll get you started at the very least, huh? Get you going. Man, oh man. I gotta figure out what we're gonna do first on Tuesday, but yeah, so there's a 4-hour maintenance. I'll have to see what that looks like on the launcher. Hopefully not too bad. Maybe what, 11 a.m. PST that day? I think we can survive that probably, right? Everybody's gonna be really excited to dive in and get to work. Probably like log in and start knocking out like non-bountiful delves to get them up to rank 8 and then do delves perhaps. until we can find people for Mythic Plus. Start hammering out the Conquest stuff at some point too. Man. Ooh. Get those shoulders online. Oof. Yeah, I think non-bountiful delves to get them to rank 8, then go from there is good. That's like a login, just get going kind of thing, right? Don't wait around. I don't think there's anything higher priority than that. I mean, like, not like that you can do quickly. Have to make a note of that for my own self. Think about that on stream today, maybe. For our PvE progression. Utility passive still shows Shadowlands claw scavenging. Well, I imagine you still have that, right? But you do want to make sure that, like, you know, you're also getting the War Within claw scavenging. But yeah, I mean, like, it's like that's probably a passive that you get from the profession that you just still have. But yeah, maybe it's bugged. I've heard that, like, one whisper of, like, you know, it seems like more cloth should be dropping. Have you not been seeing very much cloth? It's possible. It's possible. It is possible. Oh man. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess I would expect to see that. The thing is, I'm not getting very many cloth drops, so it's probably working. Yeah, that is a little bit odd. A little bit worrisome, right? It's like, wait a minute, I want to make sure I'm getting the cloth that I want. What's up, Ghost? You excited for Halloween coming up? My wife Jenny definitely is. She's getting all kinds of stuff like set up for it and whatnot already. She was mad that this weekend was hot, so she couldn't set up all the decorations because they might melt. Pretty funny. Yeah, she's jazzed up at Halloween, man. She is. She loves the fall. I'm more of a spring, summer kind of guy, but that's okay. I want her to be happy too. Yeah, I'm trying to like get curls going, but my tendons get a little bit mad. I don't think I'm gonna do those. Ready for cool off a little bit? Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Definitely been hot out counting for you. The Baker. I'm working on it, bro. Get the morning gains going. Trying to get warmed up a little bit. Trying to squeeze them biceps. Good Ghost. Yeah, Legion's a great company. It's got lots of excellent subs and lots of excellent information too. So, yeah. Yeah, it's definitely hot right now in California. Yep. Ugh. That's crazy. Out there in Rhode Island, it's been chilly, huh? Sheesh. Yeah, I like the warm weather out in California. It is hot though. But one of the good things is maybe in the wintertime it doesn't get quite as brutally cold, right? I hate the cold. It's annoying. I hate being cold. I think that's probably how Jenny feels about the heat. So, kind of balances out again. But oh, whatever. Be fine. We'll just keep hammering it. We'll keep drawing the good vibes from kicking butt in the games and gains and kicking butt with our content. That'll be good, huh? That'll be good. When I'm doing top sets and back off sets, how do I know when to progress the weight on my top set? Like, ideally, every workout you're doing something better, right? Ideally. And if you can't improve the weight on your top set, hopefully you can improve like the amount of reps that you're doing or something, right? Ideally, you want to get better every workout, right? Oh man. Oh boy. Man. Oh. Blech. 100 kg OHP. Heavy stuff right there, man. You think Radiant Power Authority will be based on Fury Warrior? I do. I do. That's what I'm using right now. I mean, it could end up not being that way though, so we'll see, huh? That's when we were playing prop, my macros were bugged. The raid will be OP, it's a stacking bleed. We don't have that one yet though, right? We get that one too. That could be good, that could be good. Nice. Can we use that one for PvP? Nice. I hope. You think it'll scale with the warrior extra bleed damage talents? Probably not. Would be sick though. Authority of the Deeps. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Deeps. Yeah, that sounds cool. Dude, big Deeps. Cool. I think the warrior talent doesn't buff all bleeds. I think it buffs specific bleeds, but yeah, it'd probably still be good. Sounds cool. Okay, Radiant Power is good for now, I bet. Just stacking strength, but you know, like I feel like the normal like secondary stat booster ones are probably also pretty good. So, but yeah, I bet Deeps is the best for now. Hey, Amy. How's it going, man? Ready power when we abyss on dual. Yeah, we'll see. Arms, Fury, War Within, either one, man. Right now, I'm having a lot of fun playing Fury, and Fury's awesome. But I think Arms is still good, and it's gonna have a place in Arena at least because it'll be a good into Fury warrior. Gearing's actually kind of cool. Tell me more. What have you learned? The Spark is only PvE, so you use it for everybody. Okay, good. Good, good. As long as it's not good for you, yeah. Tons of rage. Guaranteed enrage if you play the talent, and 60% damage buff to Rampage, you know? Pretty good. Why is Arms good into Fury? Couple things. Consistent Mortal Strike, boosted Mortal Strike on cooldown. In Arena, you know, if Fury ever hits anything other than you can duel them. If they are hitting you, you can disarm their cooldowns, you can parry their cooldowns. And your parry is the same cooldown as their offensive burst, right? And your disarm is the same cooldown as their mini offensive burst, right? And your duel is a way shorter cooldown than their big burst. So you kind of mitigate their offense and you shred their defense with Mortal Strike, Sharpened Blade, and Disarm, right? So, yeah. Arms actually kind of counters Fury a little bit. Shadow Moon Embellishment and Bracers are the best for a lot of people. Okay, good to know. There's also a boot one that gives you like a shield and stuff for a warrior. What is the Shadow Moon one? And thank you, Hemi, for researching this. This is good information for me because I have not really researched embellishments that much. It's good to know. This is very good to know. Because I gotta figure out what I'm doing with my stuff. You probably still want the little conquest thingies though, right? It's like something over time, the bridge just boosted. Okay. Oh, so it's like a two-part thing? Like Arms just like, the other time that works, just pressure. Just pressure. Yeah. So I think Arms is like a little bit behind Fury just in terms of Fury like just running around and just letting it rip with super high offensive like burst power and BGs and stuff. But I think Arms is gonna be good in Arena, so. Not Dark Moon Trinket, surely. Dark Moon Sigils. Okay, cool. Right. Okay, right. So there's a trinket that does that, but you can also put it on gear. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Cool. So you can like embellish that and then boost it. Interesting. Okay. Nice. Nice. Yeah, so those are on trinkets, but you can also put it on embellishments. Neat, okay. Cool. Very cool. I'll look out for those. I mean, we haven't like talked or hung out in a while, Biohazard, but I mean, I don't have any like hard feelings personally. It's a little bit of a complicated situation though, because still don't know what to make of this whole stuff that came out about him and his ex. That sounded really yucky. Don't know what to make about all that. But I mean, again, that doesn't really have anything to do with me and him personally. But I don't even know that's what you're asking. I don't know if it's that deep, really. Definitely still very grateful for his friendship and support back in the day, for sure. But there's a lot of other stuff that kind of like complicates things just a little bit. Most of them don't really have anything to do with me directly. Yeah, that's cool, Hammy. Cool. So we'll look out for those embellishments. Cool. Nice. Sounds good. And then I can use my spark on whatever for PvE. Cool. So then it really just costs gold, right? You just need the resources from Conquest to bump up the eye level. And then, yeah. Nice. You didn't really even know about those? What do you mean? You didn't really know about them? Like you weren't sure if they were legit? I mean, I'm sure. I don't think it was baseless. Because he kind of went through a weird time. Otherwise, he didn't hear about anything or anyone. Yeah. It was very weird. But he went through kind of a weird time, so weird things happen. Definitely unacceptable if the things that happened were as they were described by multiple people. Definitely unacceptable, but other short thanks. Interesting, Hammy. I might just, I don't know. That's interesting. You can just buff them up. That's cool. I have no idea, Valorous. But welcome back to the scene, man. Welcome back to the scene. And we're getting there, Demo. We're getting there. Very cool. What's up, Llama? At the Games and Gain stream. 2000 cigarette stats like in 10 times seems nuts. Yeah. Was there any downside to the other one? Right? That does seem nuts. Yeah, I agree. That seems crazy. You got some cool options. I'm doing okay, trying to shake the rust off a little bit. Got tired over the weekend, man. We put in a big week of work, so I was tired. But trying to knock the rust off, get it going today. You know how it is. Pretty excited for tomorrow for sure. Do maybe a little more owner farming today. Just whatever, you know. Ron is like leveled up, so he's good to go. Llama, thank you so much for the kind words and for that sweet, sweet prime. Back at it again for 13 months. Thank you. Yeah, Fury is awesome. Yep. Yeah, there's no downside at all to that one. Just cranking up secondary stat. That's wild, yeah. Takes a while to stack up still. I mean, like, you know. You're not always just straight up dropping combat. I guess if you get like CC'd for a minute, it could happen, but yeah, still pretty cool. Definitely. Look up the boot enchant or whatever enchant. There's one that gives you like a shield or something. That one could also be kind of cool for the defensive benefit. But that is interesting. The way to get one that you like and then double it up, right? That is pretty cool. And then just ascend. Yeah, maybe. That might be one of them. Maybe. Yeah, Mountain Thane is awesome, yeah. It's blast and everything. Big AoE style. That might be it, Hammy. I remember just seeing one messing around with it on beta. Interesting. This frequency can increase with socketed gems, huh? Yeah, it's almost like we have like meta gems again that have their power amplified by different or various gems, right? Gonna have to do some research, but thank you for looking into that, Hammy. That is good info. Again. Gonna have to start knowing about that kind of stuff next week, I bet, huh? But I am glad to hear that we don't have to use our spark for PvP stuff. I'm doing PvE too, so we gotta make sure that the fact that they're keeping it pretty separate is actually a really good thing. Once you do both pretty like more comfortably, you know. Not gonna save you from having like, you know, a bunch of different gear sets in your bags, but that's a different problem, right? Maybe we should have like a bag for soulbound armor or something, you know? That you actually wear as part of a set. That's like a little bit exploitable for bag space, but I mean like a small little armor bag would be kind of cool. Man. Oof. Test came back low? Now how low are we talking? Ugh. Woof. What's up, Zert? 176? Yep. So, you know, keep doing what you're doing. Lose some weight, get more active, get your diet. I mean, eventually being less of a deficit would probably be good for you too, for your testosterone. You know, give yourself some time to get healthier and then get it checked again. And if it's still low, then hop on the juice, I guess. If that's what you want to do, you know? Give it a try. But yeah, keep your check again tomorrow. Yeah, just like a. I mean, I would. It could be pretty different. Yeah, I mean, even if you check it without you working out before, yeah, like blood tests are all supposed to be done fasted. But yeah, wake up early and get it done early. See what happens. I mean, your testosterone on a test can vary wildly, just based on if you do it like in the morning or in the afternoon. Yeah. I respect working out beforehand, but that's not what you're supposed to do. Yeah. I generally prefer unholy. Yeah. I mean, do what you gotta do, man. A lot of people really like being on testosterone, so if it's something that could help you, then you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. But yes, there are a lot of different things that will change, even just from like what time of day you get the test done, right? So, you look at the side effects. Yeah, I mean, if you don't need it and you take it, you're pretty much, you know, you're not gonna really get all that much positive, and you could get a bunch of negative. But I mean, the main thing is you're gonna be taking testosterone for the rest of your life. That's like one of the main things, right? So. But yeah, I mean, I think that you've been making a lot of like really good health changes over time, right? Valerie, thank you so much. Big flicks for you, pumping us up from downtown with 5 UDs. Thank you so much. You've been making a lot of really positive health changes, right? But I mean, if you're in a pretty big deficit, right, and you still have a lot of weight to lose, those two things alone could affect your testosterone, let alone like your sleep and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean that you couldn't benefit from taking testosterone, just, you know. There's other factors too, right? Like your testosterone, like, readings can vary hundreds of points just whether you get it done earlier or later in the day, right? So keep that in mind. But yeah, I mean, definitely do the work to get it checked out, you know? Definitely do what you're doing. How many calories are you eating a day right now? I'm not a doctor, so take that with a grain of salt. Alright. Sleep's been great, excellent. You're not crazy low on calories, but I mean, that's pretty low. What we need to honor today if you're already running full honor gear, you'll want it for sockets, but you'll kind of just passively, like you don't need to farm honor if you don't want to. You'll kind of just acquire honor from just doing PvP. So, that's good, Crixon. I think you're doing the right stuff, man. Oh, bummer, Karn. Well, keep nailing your diet, man, and the weight will keep coming off. Keep nailing your diet, and you can probably still go for walks and stuff, right? Just meh news, I mean, you know. I mean, Crixon, how long have you been on this new diet and training plan versus how long were you not on it, right? I mean, that test is kind of telling you something that you already know, which is, you know, like, your body needs to make some changes, right? So, and you've been working on it for a couple months now, which is fantastic, but yeah, it's kind of telling you things you already know, right? But you're doing the right thing at least right now, and I'm glad that you're getting in there and checking on your health and stuff. But I wouldn't just panic hop on testosterone, right? Especially if you don't want to. What about Raid, Arms, or Fury? I think it's just whatever you want. I think they're both pretty close together, right? I think so. Those are the PvP, PvE stuff. Are Dr. Sushi recommends? Sure. Even if she recommends that you get on, you don't have to if you don't want to. I think one of your options is to continue your lifestyle changes and let that have a positive impact, and also, like she said, just get it done a little earlier in the day. Yep. Is there an easy way to get into losing weight without not some crazy diet? No, you don't need some crazy diet at all. You do need to change your food, but it doesn't need to be crazy. Watch that video real quick. Watch that video real quick. That'll help get you started. Yeah, isn't that wild, Crixon? How like just getting your testosterone checked a little bit early in the day can make a couple 100 points difference sometimes. Isn't that wild? So, yeah, I mean 174 is pretty low, but it's only like 70 points off of the lower end of normal anyway, right? So you could be fine. I mean, how are you feeling these days, man? With your diet and exercise and sleep, the fact that your sleep is good is awesome. That's really good. I'm kind of waking up at the same time every day, but I feel like I could be better rested than I am, but that's different. Let's put a little bit more weight on there. Right, so what's cool is that as you lose body fat, lots of things, including hormonal health, can still improve, right? So, yeah. I mean, I want you to do whatever's best for your health, but getting on testosterone is a pretty long-term decision, right? So. All right. And, you know, not all doctors are like this, but just, and I'm definitely not against medication and medical advance, right? But like, it's kind of low-hanging fruit, right? Like giving ADD medication to like kids. It's like, of course they're hyper. Of course they have trouble focusing. They're kids. And it's like giving testosterone to middle-aged men. It's like, of course they want to be like manly men. Feel like they did when they were, 18. Like, of course, like they like the idea of that, right? And of course they want to prescribe, weight loss medicine to anybody who's overweight, which is a ton of people, right? There's just there's just a lot of money to be made, right? And that kind of thing. And most doctors, I would imagine, hopefully are not like that, but a lot, you know, that's kind of, it's there, right? You know what I mean? Like, that is definitely there. I'm not trying to go full tinfoil hat mode, it's just like, it doesn't sound like your doctor's pushing anything, which is good. I'm glad to hear that, right? Never want to feel like when you're 21, 18, 21 again. It'd be kind of disruptive, but I don't really feel like I feel that much different over the past little while, you know? I really don't, but maybe I just don't remember. But I'm pretty sure I do. I feel pretty much the same, I feel like, right? I started doing the carnivore way of eating. I was able to get off all your medications and healed your IBS. That's awesome. What were you eating like before? That's good. Glad to hear that. Yeah, dietary changes can make a lot of difference. Definitely. Like I chilled out a lot? That's good. That's good. Yeah, that kind of stuff can be kind of overwhelming as a young person, for sure. I understand. Nice, Gregson. Good job, man. Do I use the RP Hypertree app with item? I do. I think they're really cool. Yep. I could maybe eventually put up my tracker just for the. I'm tracking like one exercise right now. Tracking like one thing. But yeah, I do. I used the RP Diet app while I was doing my contest prep. Helped out a lot. Although I definitely take a lot of like liberty of adjusting things the way I want them to be, so yeah. Okay, Marks, maybe we will. Usually I watch my own content on my stream, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Maybe hazed out. I definitely hear things like that, but maybe. Day 4 of your water fast? Like you're not eating any food? Good luck, man. I don't recommend doing that, but I mean, you get to do what you want. Oh, excellent, Hammy. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it doesn't. I mean, it lets them know that we sent you, which is awesome. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right. Definitely cool to let them know that we're worth sponsoring. Yeah. Can game anywhere on top. No, it's awesome. Yeah. As good as ribeyes are, I miss rice and chicken. You probably could still eat chicken and rice if you wanted to, unless rice for some reason bothers you, which can happen. That can happen. But I would imagine that you could eat chicken and rice if you wanted to. I can't really see how that would be bad. Unless you know that rice bothers you, again. But yeah. Yep. My wife just asked me about solutions for gaming, and I was like, you know what? He was just streaming. Yeah. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. I think it's really neat technology. Definitely. Hey, Bajheera, not sure if nutrition is your area of expertise. I mean, I don't have a doctorate in nutrition, but I know how to get lean and know how to get bigger, so. What's up? About 30 pounds to lose. Been doing a 1K calorie deficit while eating sufficient protein per day. Is it still possible to gain lean muscle mass in this kind of deficit? It really has to do more with, do you have experience training? If you're kind of new to the gym, you can probably do it. I am definitely not gaining muscle eating a 1K calorie deficit. Definitely not. But if you're kind of new to the gym, or even better maybe, if you're not new to the gym but you haven't worked out for a while, and you have muscle to regain, yeah, it's possible. I would absolutely still train like you can gain muscle, yeah. Like in your mind, think that you can gain muscle, but don't be disappointed if you don't, right? Yeah. Ever had any issues with rice and staying low carb on carnivore? You overeat white rice like crazy when you have it right. That's a different issue, right? Like if you track your calories and stay disciplined, you could have rice. But if you're just like, yeah, it makes it hard for me to stick to my plan, then it makes sense to not have it. Yeah, definitely. Yep. Ain't feeling too good, Yurko. Uh-oh. Well, get yourself recovered and then get back in there, man. It's a toxic. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to gain muscle on a 1K calorie deficit just because you probably don't really have great like nutrition for energy and training or for building, right? Because and that's a pretty considerable deficit, 1K deficit. Yeah. I mean, you can eat sufficient protein. I mean, I feel like I still lose the muscle on a diet regardless, even though I feel like I'm training pretty hard and eating enough protein. I mean, I'm still just wasting away, but maybe I'm just doing something wrong. Feel like I lose all my gains in a deficit anyway. I'm also definitely not gaining strength in a deficit usually either, but it can happen. It can happen. Yeah, I mean, I think that it's like if I wasn't eating enough protein, it would probably be worse. You know what I mean? Saying Ray, thank you so much. Big flex for appreciate the love, man. Do I have cheat days? I'm pretty strict all the time. I will have days when I'm dieting. I will have days where I eat like more calories, but I don't usually eat shitty food. Usually, shitty food just makes me feel shitty. Correct, yeah. But just my lifts just go down in general. But yeah. But there have been times where I have gotten stronger in deficit though, for sure. Yep. Which is cool. You know, like I've been 190 squatting 400 before, which is pretty crazy when I think about it now. You have a comp coming up? I do not. Nope. Nah. Although I had a dream last night that I was getting ready to compete, and I was like, I don't think I'm ready for this. I don't think I've been dieting enough for this. But no. Might compete next year at the earliest. Not this year though. Not this year. We got stuff to do. We gotta focus on some content creation right now. Content creation and family stuff. Just being a good dad, being a good husband. Things are always changing. Gotta do a good job with that. And we gotta make sure we're pumping up the content. 'Tis the job after all. I was bigger when I lifted during football when I was younger. How long ago was that? Now I got fat with an office job. So previous experience, but definitely undertrained. Okay, you know, in your situation, you very likely can build muscle and lose fat at the same time, which is cool. That's exciting. It'll be fun. 1,000 calorie deficit's no joke though. Are you feeling okay on that? And how many calories are you actually eating? But yeah, you probably can, man. If you have some kind of fitness history, right? Got some salt in the post-workout. Yeah, that's intro workout right there. But yeah. We're just gonna do it in set? That's awesome. The fasting is kind of whatever. As long as if it helps you, that's awesome. Well, how many calories are you hitting? The fasting is kind of just whatever. If that helps you stick to the plan, then go for it. Fasting, in my opinion and understanding, does not really do anything on its own, but if it helps you, keep it up. 1,500 is quite low. How much weight are you losing per week? Because 1,500 is quite low. Like, I think my 5-year-old eats 1,500 calories a day. But yeah. Awesome, Zing, awesome. Sounds good, man. Or potentially more, yeah. Potentially more. Yeah, 1,500 is pretty low. Your TDE is 2,500, right? So is that an estimated, or are you losing 2 pounds a week? Because if you're losing more than 2 pounds a week, you are in more than a 1,000 calorie deficit, right? Ugh. Ugh. Okay, let's put a little bit more weight on there too. Oh. Focus on the weight. The weight will fluctuate, but it's still good to track your weight. I would say. It's hard to eat more than 2K after that. Okay. Sure. How much weight are you losing per week doing that? All right. Because you'll know how much of a deficit you're in by tracking your weight. So I disagree. You should track your weight. Just don't get fixated on it. 2 pounds last week. Okay. That would suggest that you're on a 1,000 calorie per day deficit average. Yeah. Those calories are pretty low, but you're not necessarily too low. Any tips up with my lower back hurts every morning at 30? You're not training your glutes and hamstrings enough, probably. I think a lot of lower back pain is weak glutes and hamstrings, because you're asking your little muscles up here in your back to do what your glutes and hamstrings should be doing. How active are you? Because that would probably help. You can look up the McGill Big 3, those kind of back rehab exercises that will address weakness in your like glutes, hamstrings, hips. Probably help out quite a bit. Help out quite a bit. Train legs. You also watch the AV Cups when they post? Sometimes it's kind of hard because they're on the weekends, right? And I'm actually not really at my computer much on the weekends. Usually hanging out with Archer. Yeah, the McGill Big 3. That's a good saying, Rage. 1,500 is still pretty low though, so. I mean, if you're struggling, you could eat, 2K and just lose 1 pound a week. Yeah, we are hazed, yep. Origin PC's own. Yep. Indeed. Indeed. If I get one, yeah, use my link, ! Origin PC, bro. That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome. I'd appreciate that. You do directly support me when you do that, so thank you. Oh. Go for it, Sing. Now, I'll have a better idea of how certain comps and things would work after we actually have the season begin, but yeah. 2K previously, lost 40 pounds last year doing lazy dieting, trying to kick gear for the last 30, sure. I mean, have you started working out, like, recently? Was the gym a kind of a recent addition? Because I'd say if you're adding an activity, you don't need to add activity and reduce calories, right? Yeah, so why don't you just keep doing 2K and just add the exercise, right? Because getting your body used to 1,500 calories is kind of, that's rough. I would say add the activity, keep the food at 2K if that's where you feel comfortable eating. If that's more comfortable, or like, going above that is uncomfortable, yeah. Try for more closer to 2K. And just let the exercise kind of be part of the deal. Ugh. Or 1,800 if that feels better, but yeah, 1,500 is pretty dang low, man. Ugh. Or, if for you 1,500 feels the best and you just keep doing exactly what you want to do, that's fine, but I don't like hearing people go too low on cows. 315 at 25 pounds, that's crazy exclusion. Way to work, man. Way to work. Yep. It's just an estimate. I tend not to count like every slice of turkey in my sandwich. Okay, start fucking doing that. If you want to take your diet seriously, don't just like imaginarily cut calories. It's like, okay, now I'm eating 1,500 even though I don't actually know how many I'm eating. No, actually start tracking your food. That's when it really matters. That's when it really starts. If you want to take your diet more seriously, don't just imaginarily cut more calories. Like, actually start putting it on a food scale. That is the most important thing you can do. Right? Yeah. Weigh everything. Yeah, watch the video. Weigh everything. How do you feel about Frost Mage one-shotting things without casting anything? Sounds scary. Yeah. Do you go main Master of Haste? Yeah. Exclamation mark Fury guy if you want that too. Yeah. So if you're ready to start taking things more seriously, start tracking everything. Yeah. Even like ketchup or whatever. Like it matters. Now it really begins. Now it really begins. The good news is, however much you're eating is, you know, it's about enough, but let's find out how much that actually is, right? How many of you guys in the chat went from not tracking your stuff to actually tracking and started making serious progress? You can give him a little encouragement. Maybe hearing it from me all the time isn't enough. Oh man. Oh my goodness. When are you gonna start raiding? So our raids are gonna be at 7 to 10 p.m. PST on Wednesday, Thursday, Monday. All right. All right. Oh my goodness. All right, so doing 135 for 8. This is a good starting point for today. Am I playing 2 classes? Right now I'm just playing Warrior. Yeah, building muscle is gonna take a little longer anyway, but losing weight is pretty easy once you start tracking your stuff. Yep. All right, be back. All right. Yeah. Yeah, so you ever watched that fat loss video? But yeah, I think that chronometer lets you say that. MyFitnessPal does too. It's up TBR. All right. What about other class B if I did play? I mean, I have a DK, Ret, Rogue. It's at level 77, so one of those. Probably DK or Ret. Usually I play DK a little bit. But Ret Cloud is really fun too, I bet. One of those. The plate, two-handed weapon swinging classes. Surprise, surprise, right? Oh man. Oof. All right. Whew. Getting pretty tight there, Snipe. Pretty tight. Respect it. All right. You heard that there's so much good stuff from Renown? You don't have to do quests. What do you want from Renown? Just like transmog? I guess we're just questing in between BGs then. Arena. Oh. That's fun expansion. Definitely digging it. Yeah, what do you want from Renown? That you feel compelled to go get? Ugh. All right. So Shaman Arcane Ellie? It sounds like a PvE dampener comp. Just running away and attacking constantly, just hard to hit anything. Except maybe the rest of Shaman. Nothing really valuable for Mythic Plus? I mean, yeah, it's good. It's just like, if all you want to do is Arena, why do you care about Mythic Plus? If like, PvP is pretty separate, right? Yeah, I mean, if you want to do some PvE, there's some kind of like good like starter gear for PvE on the stuff. But if all you want to do is PvP, then who cares, right? You don't need to do PvE for PvP. Oh man, they're pretty distinct. This BG was so funny. Everybody's just like running away. Did I shred some weight? I mean, I think we've slimmed down a little bit. This shirt is also just like one of those sleeper build shirts. But yeah, we've lost a little bit of weight. Just been keeping the diet relatively sharp. Don't really feel like being real chonky right now. How much calories are we doing daily? Right now it's like 26 to 2,800 calories a day, so it's definitely not like no calories by any means. I'm just not like trying to eat a bunch right now. Just feel better this way right now. I don't like cables for shoulders, not really. I hear a lot of people really do like them, but no. Not so much. Not so much. All right. I can respect them, but yeah, I don't really do too many of them. My shoulders are kind of weird, I think, though. So yeah. All right. Ugh. Where sub is up today just to get my ads. Only reset with Prime, that's weird. And maybe there's like a short lack of overlap on it, Desi. Yeah, Prime's kind of odd, but that's all right. Hopefully we can it'll let you do it soon. Gotta be back. That was 10, was it really? I lost count. I was like, I don't know how many I did, so I guess that was 10. I lost track at like 3, and I was like, oh man. So, get going. Cool, that'll work. Oy, oy, oy. 2 partial but 10? Oh, okay, well that's 8 then. Yeah, we're doing some pumpers in there too. 8's good. I like little pumper reps in there. You can do them like a lengthened partial. I mean, I even don't mind the finishing partial just for the pump. And Contra Big Flex for it, man. Thanks so much for the 2 gifted subs. Getting colder here. Oh man, it's coming, yeah. It's coming. It's coming. Blech. Thank you so much for the 2 gifties, though. Enjoy that pet. Thanks for getting it here. Appreciate that. Ugh. Gotta get these shoulders going. Like I was saying, I had a dream I was competing last night. Kind of fun. Ugh. I wasn't ready, but kind of how it goes, right? Won't be competing for a little while. Not yet, not yet. Not yet, not yet. Did I win? No, I didn't actually get there. It was like, the dream was like I was competing tomorrow. I was like, I don't think I'm ready. I haven't really been dieting at all. I think I was kind of in the shape that I was for like my first warm-up show of 2018. I think is what it was. Maybe if we stay a little leaner this off season, it'll be a little bit easier to get in competition shape if we wanted to just drop in like next year or something. We'll see. That's like 2 days in a row I've had like workout dreams. Are these in kgs? No. No. All right. But we were gonna compete out at Muscle Beach. Muscle Beach is a really fun place to compete, but I don't think I'll do Muscle Beach again. Not I can have my family sitting out in the heat. Last time we were at Muscle Beach, we won. Well, no, we were second place, but we did win an overall Muscle Beach. That was another close one. That was a very close one. Muscle Beach 2018, round 2. But yeah, we'll get on stage again. I don't think this year. I don't think we'll do it this year. We'll see. We'll see. The crazy thing though is, boys, if I wanted to compete this year, we probably could. It would have to be 2 months of pretty serious dieting, but we probably could. I don't think I will though. I think we got plenty of other stuff going on. And I don't think I've made any gains. So, probably not worth. I probably could hop in like physique or something in November. Probably could. I've told you that idea though, just like quietly just diet without telling anybody. Quietly diet down, sneakily diet down, you know? No, how would they know, you know? How would they know? But nah, I don't think so. I might have been 10 again though, huh? Do I do blood work regularly? Not really. I could do more of it, I guess. What route do I get to get them done? I think I just, like, whenever I get blood work, it's just like a blood panel, I guess, whatever my doctor, I guess, whatever he asks for. Usually just all in one, it's not really a route. Blech. A Smith machine's fun. That's not what I have here, but Smith machines are fun. I feel like I built a lot of strength on a Smith machine growing up, so. But no, I probably could get blood work done more often than I do. Like nowadays, like I get blood work done like maybe like after my show, and then a couple months later after my show, maybe something like that. Yeah. So. So I don't know. Not real frequently, I guess. I don't know if I really need to be doing this right now, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Am I doing anything else today? That's only 8:30. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. No insurance? Oh, I mean, I go through my insurance. Yeah. So I just didn't understand what you meant. What route? Not sure. Like, I was like, in what order do I get different blood tests done? I don't know. No, I go through my insurance. Yeah. Onslaught is a better bind than Depressing Bloodthirst for opener. I mean, when I play Titanic Rage, I just open with everything. Just charge and explode. Yeah. Not push starts tomorrow. Oh, snap, bro. Time to get after it. I start with Onslaught usually. If you don't have like all your stuff. Yep, solo video start tomorrow too. Yep. Party time. Party time tomorrow. I mean, I might have to start off with Delves. Here's almost good at Lead of Fury. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. That was my first rank 1, Fearless Fury, man. Pretty cool. Yeah, Legion is when kind of Fury transformed into what it is now with Rampage, right? It's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, the Fearless video actually is a good video, I agree. It's probably one of my favorite ones I've ever made, if not my favorite one. Pretty cool. Oh, Delves are neat. They're gonna give good gear too, so, and I think like when I log in, like, before you have anybody from Mythic Plus or anything, I'll probably just... So the strat is to go to a non-bountiful Delves, and then grind it up to 8, and then do the bountiful Delves at 8, I think, is the plan. You can PvP stuff Delves now, but I'm doing PvE stuff too, so we'll do that. I'm doing both this season. It should be fun. Should be fun. I get 1600 for the tier, yeah. I don't think you can really go wrong, you know? The 19 minutes, I hope it's not quite that long, yeah? Hopefully not. Here's to hoping, right? Yeah, I don't think you need renown for anything, dude. But if you want to do both, you know, you might get a couple purples right now, but I mean, those purples are going to be replaced by Mythic 0 anyway, so I wouldn't stress about it too much. Got to go see your doc and tell them you have low tests and see if they'll give you some. I mean, if you want that, don't go to a doctor, go to an anti-aging clinic. They'll hand that out like candy. But if your doctor is probably going to make you get blood tests and stuff, but yeah. I mean, if you just want testosterone, I'm sure you can just buy it off the internet. But yeah, anti-aging clinic will probably get it for you, if I had to guess. They want to sell you drugs. Let's see. Now, of course, I wouldn't recommend that, because if you take testosterone and you don't need it, you're likely just going to get all the negative side effects instead of any of the positive effects, but, you know, it's your life, I guess. I hope you're kidding anyway, so. Alright, let's see how this feels. 150. Oh, man. Gotta actually track a few of these workouts now, boys. We've been chilling a little bit, which is fine, but we gotta actually start tracking a few workouts here, make sure we're progressing a little bit now. That's fine, yeah. That's fine, Lance. Woo. Thought you had low test, you were just depressed. Yep. Well, I'm glad that your testosterone's good, but I'm gonna have to make some lifestyle adjustments. Yep. Sounds about something that could happen, right? Yep. Sounds about like it's something that could happen. And yeah, Karn, if you're overweight, out of shape, eating shitty, sleeping shitty, not taking care of yourself, stressed out, your testosterone can look pretty bad, but you know, you're fighting in bare knuckle next month. No drug testing in the org, LMAO. Okay, so why are you doing that? Why are you doing this? And then your response to this is to say, I'm also going to start taking drugs. I think that we're going down a potentially unhelpful path for you there, bud. Does my wife work out with me too? No. I mean, you don't see her in here, do you? I mean, that'd be fun if she did. But, I mean, no. Maybe this is your first time in here. Yep. Yep. It'd be fun, though. Be cool. But no, she's writing her book right now. All of her kind of like her time is kind of dedicated towards her book writing. She's trying to finish this thing, and I respect that. Yep. She used to, yeah. Just doing different stuff these days. I would love to be able to do some games with her again. That'd be really fun. Yeah, so it's just on my YouTube, Lucifer. We do have a couple commands though, like !Fury, I think links you like both builds, I think. PvP, PvE. But yeah, my YouTube channel has everything. Yep. I gotcha, man. We try to make commands that are helpful, but yeah. Yep. Training for next time on Power Meet? Definitely not currently doing powerlifting training. Definitely not. That'd be fun though. Be surprised how little drug testing is there in combat sports? I mean, I'm not necessarily surprised there isn't drug testing. I'm just surprised that, like, one, you're, like, what is the purpose, like, what's the path to this bare knuckle enhanced boxing? What is the point of this? Like, where are you going with this? And then your plan is to start taking drugs too? Like, where are we going with this? You absolutely get to do your own thing. Live your life, but what's the goal here? Probably enjoys it? Sure. But I'm just wondering what are we doing? Thought about that, right? But so, what are we doing here? Like, what's the plan? What's the end game here? What was always the top? Okay. Are we on that path? Top of what? I mean, how's it going? You making some gains? You tearing through the division? Is it worth your long-term mental, brain health, hormone health? Is it worth it to give all that up? Are you gonna have some lasting gains out of this, or like, what are we doing here? Going pro? Yeah. What's the end game here? Going pro and bare knuckle boxing? I mean, they have that, don't they? Is he fat burners? So first thing about fat burners is they don't burn fat for you. But the ones I've used are from Legion. I feel like they've helped with like energy and stuff. But they're not gonna burn fat for you. Know what I mean? Oh my goodness. And people have been taking it and they're very healthy. Yeah, I mean, sure, like everybody knows, like, oh yeah, my grandma smoked and she lived to be 180 years old, right? Like everybody has stories like that, but yeah. It doesn't mean that steroids are fine. You know what I mean? You don't plan to abuse anything. You don't have to abuse anything for it to have a negative impact on you, but yeah, I mean, fair enough. Fair enough. That is pretty hardcore, though. Pretty hardcore. Stay healthy, stay safe. I care about you guys, so I want you guys making good decisions. But yeah, if you're going into the world of no drug-tested bare-knuckle boxing, that's some hardcore stuff. You know what I mean? Like, sheesh. That's some hardcore stuff. But yeah, I hear about that. Like they definitely don't really drug test in like jiu-jitsu and things like that. So it's part of the game, you know. Thankfully, I get to compete in natural bodybuilding, even though bodybuilding is definitely, wrought with PED usage, but not natural bodybuilding at least, right? So I can kind of like have the fun without the long-term negative effects of drug use. I just lift weights, eat, and rest, and learn how to pose, right? All that kind of fun stuff. Do 2 more of these. Oh man. Oh boy. I mean, if all you cared about was being like a stronger, more aggressive fighter, I mean, I'm sure Trent is like exactly what you're looking for. It would just fuck you up for the rest of your life. But I guess so does getting punched in the head. Could also fuck you up pretty good. So, yeah. Whew. What's a wild claim you would make on someone you don't even know? You just wouldn't understand. What are you talking about? Oh man. So bodybuilding? I am, yep. I am. Sorry, I might have missed something. Your buddy got his pro card and natty and wanted to keep going to the bigger comps so he started gear? Yeah? That's a pretty normal route. Yep. You lost 2 childhood buddies at transplantations from steroid mixed with drug abuse? Yeah. Sad stuff. Yep. Sad stuff. Yep. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Ugh. Oh boy. But yeah, man, if you get your IFBB Pro card natty, that's awesome. That is awesome. Yeah, look, keep doing your thing, man. Keep pumping. That's some crazy stuff, is all. You're on your path, man. Ugh, if you can do it without drugs, that'd be good though. But if that's the sport you're in and that's the game, you know, I understand. Just like people who are trying to go pro in bodybuilding, you got to get on drugs. Yep. Yep, it's part of the deal. But then this, like, you've been doing this for a while. You're not new to the game. Ugh. But you got to think about I mean, I understand, like, when you're in it, that's it. But, you know, think about life after too, right? That's like a recovery peptide, right? I see a lot of people trying to sell that. Yeah. Ugh. Oof. I feel like I definitely see people trying to sell that on like Instagram and stuff. Oh man. Ugh, smack your shoes. Oh no, that's no good. Ugh. Think Sony is natty? He's 100% natty. He seems huge. He's extremely aesthetically designed. Sony is not a huge dude, but he is extremely aesthetic and stays very lean, so the mass he has shows really nicely. I'm very confident Sony is natural, yeah. I mean, he's not a massive dude, but he looks awesome. He's crazy aesthetic. His body is just constructed in a really cool way. But no, he's you know, not a massive guy. Although I will say, when we went to BlizzCon, I'm pretty sure he weighed more than me at BlizzCon, which is one of the only times that Sony probably weighs more than me. Is when I was like, you know, 2 weeks out from my show, and he was, I think, bulking at the time or something like that. That was pretty cool. I was pretty lean at that point. Maybe even too lean, but I don't think so. I go back and look at that show every once in a while, and I'm like, I whooped their ass. I really did, but I just, you know, need a little more size. But it's funny, you know, because I'm actually diced, and those guys are like kind of still like not really competition ready, but they look big because, you know, they're not in shape. It's weird. And then the judges kind of went with that not really in shape thing. I think it was like a modeling show, basically. It was very odd. It's very odd. I'd like to hold on to a little bit more mass, but I'm talking about the one from this year. This one was out in Hollywood. I mix of Gingy and Sonia. It's funny. Yeah, I would like to see that too, Laud, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I looked a little thin, but I also had COVID leading into the show. Like, I tested, like, I tested like barely like could see the line, like going into the show basically. So yeah, it was not great timing for like looking full and healthy and good, right? I think I looked a little bit like skinnier than I maybe would have liked, but I mean I was definitely shredded by far. Like, you know, you could see like the fibers in my triceps and stuff, like and my chest. I would have liked to look a little more full, but you guys can see what I'm talking about. Yeah. You can have a look. Yeah. I thought I put the hurt on those guys. There was my one guy from South Africa, Masuthu, who I think he and I were top 2. But the judges gave it to the biggest, fattest dudes in both divisions. It was really weird. And when I say biggest and fattest, I know that sounds a little bit rude. I'm a little bit salty for sure. There's a little bit of a chip on my shoulder about that thing. But yeah, these guys weren't in shape. Like I looked at him backstage and I was like, okay, this guy is not a threat at all. And then they win the show. I think the guy who won for physique posed really well. Yeah, I think he posed really well. He did his same pose no matter what. Same pose the whole time. And I was like, that's consistent. It was a good physique pose, but like the guy who won the bodybuilding, the classic one, had no stage presence at all. He was off in the corner sulking because he knew that I like beat him on diet by like a crazy amount. I don't know. And he wasn't. His legs were the same size as mine, and mine were shredded. And it was so weird. It was so weird, but whatever. Powerlifting, I'm not really interested in powerlifting so much. I'm a little bit salty about that, but whatever. I mean, again, we have the footage, right? We have the pictures, so you can look at that. But the other thing is, if those guys had dieted like I did, then they wouldn't look as big either. But like, I mean, I could go into the show right now and I'd look bigger for sure, yeah. But you're just not in shape. It was weird. All good though. We run it back. Another time. I feel like those guys know they didn't win though. They have the trophy, but they know they weren't the best. Unless they're delusional. But that's just the fierce kind of sore loser competitor in me saying things like that. GG's all around, but still, I'm a little salty. Another thing I can say is like, okay, so I just need to be a little bigger. So I just gotta grow, that's all. Maybe diet a little bit differently, yeah. When I compete in a higher weight class, there's not really weight classes for natural bodybuilding. Maybe for actual bodybuilding, in the WNBF or the WNBF they have weight classes for bodybuilding, so I might. Yeah, we're about done here too, but yeah. So when I compete in the WNBF, I'll be doing probably physique and then just bodybuilding. They don't have classic physique, so. Some 3D modeling event, and they told us because they did Photoshop work and the 3D renders. Oh, that's lame. Yeah. All good. We'll just keep doing our thing. Just keep working. The cool thing is I'm pretty sure I can take the physique that I achieved into the WNBF and succeed, so we'll just do it again. All good. You just do stuff and learn in your journey, and that's how it goes, you know? That's just how it goes. You put yourself out there, and I still think, like, I've said this a lot, but I still think that The ending was a little bit weird, but the actual prep, the whole thing was really, really good. My best one yet in a lot of ways. I think it's my best physique I achieved yet. Definitely the leanest I've ever been. And my diet was hard, but it was like sustainable. Like I was able to push through. So, you know, I learned a lot. And we did a really good job. So you just take it all, and it didn't really, like, we didn't get the final like reward that would have been cool, but I mean, that's somebody else. That's not really me. Like, that doesn't have anything to do with my work. That's just somebody else saying, we just like this guy better. But I'm pretty sure MuscleMania was judged like a modeling pageant, not like a bodybuilding show that time around, so. My bad. I thought I entered a bodybuilding show, so I guess I'll go compete in a bodybuilding show next time, right? Different federation. But I earned my pro status in MuscleMania, was the best bodybuilder on stage at the World Championship. I'm gonna go take my adventure somewhere else this next time, right? So, no worries. No worries. I think I would maybe give Masuthu the #1 in physique, and I'll take the first one in classic, because I think his upper body was like definitely like better developed than mine, bigger than mine, and probably just as lean. Maybe I was like a little bit leaner, but I wouldn't mind giving him the physique because his back was so good. But I think my legs put the hurt on him. Well, he had good legs too, so. The thing is, it's not like, I'm salty I didn't win, even though I am. But, I mean, I think if I didn't win, he should have won. And I shouldn't have been second to last. Like, what? You work out just to be healthy and be active overall? I do that too. Not only for that, but I do that as well. You think Thunder Destroyer is still better than Stretch the Nerves? 100%, yeah. 100%. I do. It's just way easier to use. You know, just feels better overall. I'd rather play nothing than Spear. I'd rather just like take more haste or HP. Is the H mount expensive? I think it's probably more expensive now. You have to get off the black market, right? And off the black market, it's probably gonna be more than 5 million, right? Probably so. Let me do some triceps at the end of all this. But in BFA it was 5 million gold, but now you have to get it off of the auction house, the BMAH, so it's gonna be a little more than that probably. Yeah, what happens when something gets gold cap? Is it just like you just bid it and then it's like a random drawing? How does that work? If multiple people bid gold cap. I wonder. First person to bid gold cap gets it. Oh, okay, interesting. Maybe. I'm just gonna do a couple sets of this and then we'll get out of here. But yeah, I am a bit of a sore loser, but I also am pretty happy with what I was able to achieve. And honestly, like winning the trophy and stuff, it would have been cool. Winning, I would have preferred to win, but it doesn't really make that much of a difference. Not really. I think that the WNBF will be a fun place to compete this next time. But yeah, we'll have to re-earn my pro status in another federation. We'll see if we can do it. It'll be a fun journey, a fun adventure. Should be cool. Maybe plan to do a couple of shows this next time. I tried to do a couple of shows this time, but one of them got canceled and one of them was BS, so it's like, all right, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. See y'all later. Oh man. Enough of that. Woo. You'll get it, Darwin. You'll get it one of these days, brother. Focus your energy. You can do it. Sounds like it's struggling? Yeah. Yeah, I think so too. That's alright though. It was fun. I'll move on. All good. Almost. You could, yeah, almost. Almost there, bro. Let's go. Jeez Louise. Oh man.
So I'm thinking in terms of competing, probably next year around this time we'll have been dieting for a bit at this point, I think. But this year I don't think so. We could kind of like just hop in, but I don't think that's really how I do things. I don't really just kind of half-ass stuff.
I'm a whole ass kind of guy, you know what I'm saying? Whew. No half-assery. Oh. I like the Prot Warrior. I mean, it's nice for farming. I don't really play a lot of Prot in like actual content, but it's definitely good for farming. Tank classes are OP. For just like killing mobs. They're OP. Pull the whole damn zone. And they hit for like 1 million too. You know? They hit for a literal 1 million. Like what the heck, man? Yeah. Like and that's his Mountain Fane. Not even his Colossus. Colossus probably it hits even harder, and then Demolish it like it hits for multiple millions sometimes. What the heck, man? What the heck? Hi. I mean, like Fury does more DPS, but like I'll die to like 2 elites, and the Prot Warrior just tanks the whole zone, right? Ugh. Yep. Thank you for the love, bro. Gotta get that spelling right, though. Have a lot of fun stacking and crit mastery. Gotcha, gotcha. It's the big damn. Big damn. Ugh. You gotta spell the name right, brother. Almost got it, almost got it. Almost. It is 9 o'clock though, boys. We gotta scoot. We gotta get on out of here. Gotta get some food and get ready to game. There it is. Hashiro, you got it, bro, you got it. All right, boys. Let's get on out of here. Time to go. I'm trying Prot. Yeah, I didn't really play a lot of Prot either for like ever, but I was like, I'll spec it. I'll spec it. Just see what it feels like in pre-patch, and I was like, oh, that's actually kind of fun, and now it's really useful for killing mobs. So we'll do that. Anyway, appreciate you guys tuning in. Thanks for showing love. Thanks for the subs and the good vibes. Let's plan to meet back up here around, an hour and a half from now. Get on our gaming grind for the day. It's the last day before the season starts, so I don't know, probably run around, do some world content, chill, and then hop in the BGs for the rest of the daytime session, and then back at it again for the nighttime, probably doing something similar. That'll be the plan. But alright, if you guys enjoy the stream, make sure you follow the stream. Take a second, pump up the YouTube channel for the day as well. And I'll see you guys back here for our daytime gaming session soon. Peace.